Welcome, guys, to Football Updates 25 on YouTube and also on TikTok. Here we talk everything football. In fact, your post and pre-match analysis, transfer update, injury update, etc. We cover everything European news. This is your football hub. If you're a real football fan, tell a friend to tell a friend. Like and share this video. If you haven't subscribed yet on YouTube, please try to subscribe so that you would even turn on notification bell, so you get notified anytime you make a post. Guys, let's take a moment and talk about the four teams. I don't know, should I even put it four teams? Let's talk about the EPL. I think the team that these guys are assembling for next season is crazy and it's mind blowing. Why? I don't know. I don't know because Liverpool having won the title last season. I think next season they are not backing down at all. The kind of signings they are making, we know that they've already spent almost 300 million pounds thereabouts. And I think of even adding Alexander Isak to the squad, making it for over 400 million. Let's talk about Florian Wirtz. We talk about McAllister, um, Mo Salah, Gakpo. In fact, Hugo Iketike, Sabosla. I mean, this is crazy. You don't even have Luis Diaz if he's going to stay. Now, the squad that Liverpool is building for next season is scary. The EPL is not ready. Europe should be scared. Everybody should be scared. In fact, I think all these teams that are competing in the Champions League next season from the EPL, they're going to dominate. I think we are going to have an EPL final in the Champions League. I just don't get it. Let's even talk about Arsenal. Arsenal, for the past seasons that Arteta has been at this team, you know that he's been building over the past 6 or 7 years. And he's always come close to the title, second, second, second. And this is a season for him to win the title. If he doesn't win it, I think he might be sacked because, God, they've spent a lot. And this season, Arteta, now they've given him who? Madueke. Of course, they call it handing over their trash to Arsenal from Chelsea. Now they bought Victor Gyökeres. Last season, if you look at this Arsenal team, from keeper, defense, midfield, perfect. Perfect team. They're only lacking a good attacker, a good striker. Now we know that Kai Havertz isn't that reliable. He's been doing the job, but he's not that reliable. Gabriel Jesus was good until injury set in. This guy is injury prone. And we even had Mikel Merino at the point playing as a striker. And now they've solved the major problem they have at the club, which is Gyökeres. And this season, Arsenal looked scary too. I can't even predict which of these teams are going to win, which of these teams is going to win the EPL next season. It's tight. It's tight. We can talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, we know that Chelsea always buy players. Even when they play in the Conference League, they bought 10 players last season. And this season alone, they bought 8 players. In fact, I think they will pass 10 or 15 players. They're going to buy a whole new squad. Chelsea is getting crazy. Having won the Club World Cup, I think the pressure is so high on Chelsea that everybody's expecting them to perform. Let's look at Chelsea's attack. They have, what do you call it, Cole Palmer, Joao Pedro, they have Neto, Estavao, they have Dilap, etc. Guy, their bench. It's not even about the starting XI. These three things I've mentioned. I'm only talking about the XI, the probable XI. Now, their bench alone, if you look at the squad depth, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, the last to talk about having to be the last battle, I mean, talk about Manchester City. We know Manchester City, they've been there. They had their ups and downs last season, but this season they are coming for real. The winter transfer window, they bought a couple of players. The summer, they've bought players, and I think they're not even done with their transfer. We have Haaland, we have, what do you call it, Rangers, we have Silva, we have Mamouche, and even Cherky. All these guys, guy. The EPL next season. Oh my God. I just can't wait. My feet's itching, I want to see what is going to happen in the next season in the EPL. I'm a Barcelona fan, no doubt, but I love watching the EPL because of how competitive the matches are among these teams. Now let's talk about Manchester United. Yes, they're also doing some business. They've had their Cunha, they have their Mbuemo, and we already have Fernandez, Ahmad and Holland there. But I think United are not title contenders. Maybe the best for United might be to finish in top 10. I hope. I don't see them finishing in top 4. See, because the Chelseas, the Liverpools, the Arsenals and Cities, guys, the top 4 is for them. I don't see how United will get into the top 4. They are not playing Champions League next season. No, I mean the next 2 seasons they can't qualify for the Champions League unless maybe England, maybe they do have 5 spots, and even that with a 5th spot, I doubt United can make it because you have teams like maybe Aston Villa. You can make mention of, should I mention Spurs? Spurs. They have a new manager in Frank, and I think he's serious. So maybe he might, he might be pushing for Europe, maybe either Europa League or Conference. Maybe that is it. But I don't see United in top 4. Maybe the best is maybe top 10. Let's put it that way. But guys, if you take a look at these teams, like these teams and how they are building their squad that we know we have a lot of games in the calendar year. It's crazy and it's scary. Europe is not ready for teams in the EPL when it comes to the Champions League. Now all these teams are playing the Champions League except Man United. Okay, so Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man City is going to be scary. It's going to be scary. We can talk about their rivals in Spain. Barcelona on the other hand, we only added who Marcus Rashford and Juan Garcia and who this guy that Barca he signed for Barca Athletic, Rooney Bardi. That's all. Madrid, they bought a couple of players. They look like they don't look content in Europe, but trust me, I mean, Barcelona look better than Madrid. I mean, we've seen it, but let's see, because I just can't wait for next season. I can't wait for next season. We are a few weeks away from the start of the season. Most of these teams are playing their preseason, they're wrapping up and all that. But yeah, the season will start soon. So guys, that will be for today. I can't even make any prediction as to who is winning the EPL. I can't even predict at this time. Maybe 15 or 20 games into the season, we can then tell who will win the EPL. That's what I want to do. But let me know in the comment section what you think about the squad these teams are building. Let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video.